do a full buy. Molotovs are cheaper. You don't have to buy a kit. Your main rifle's cheaper. And the fact that if you just stick together, you tend to have an advantage. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely a lot of on maps like this that are very open as well. Big picking advantages can come into play. Obviously, Copenhagen Wolves are a pretty fantastic team, though. They, despite any poor recent performances and any recent momentum that OverGaming have had, they are a good team. And we're going to see already Musam, Barney, and Alex with 2 quick kills there towards short. So good stuff from them. But the returns are coming. We do have a 3 versus 4 situation. So now OverGaming just have to chill and call a sight.
Are we seeing a very slow play here from OverGaming? It's taken them a minute into the... Well, we're 45 seconds in, more or less, and they still don't know which side they want to go to. We're going to see Glaive getting a bit impatient here, which is what OverGaming usually expect from their opponents, because they do play so passive as Flippin catches him off guard. Interesting that he swapped the Glock that he had for a P2000. Glock obviously the stronger pistol, as now we see Carrigan trying to contest this mid area. There are 2 members of Copenhagen Wolves left, and OverGaming, they're still in this mid area. They could go to either site. Wolves playing the 1-1 split. They're going to chuck a smoke towards the site, which forces him to come out of that as Carrigan makes his way into this B site. Does get taken down. He didn't know where to look, and now Carrigan, Pimp, sorry, is all smoked out. Can't look towards CT and peek over towards there. So he's going to have to go to short and maybe just try and get an exit or 2, because there's no way he's going to be able to go over to the B site, get frags and get in and get the defuse.
Yeah, that's like the biggest break from talking I've had for 5 hours. It's great. It's
like so Christmas.
Good. It's so awesome. So yeah, it's definitely a really tough situation now. This is one of the reasons also why CT can be really difficult in this map. Is if you don't get to control the economy very early on, it can start to get a bit out of hand, because the T's get these really awesome, this awesome weapon advantage over you, like with the AKs. If you're stuck on the rifles, like the Faustas and the M4s of that the CT side is limited to, then that can really cause you to suffer. You see the full buy here from Copenhagen Wolves, more or less, not close enough.
Yeah, Glaive going with the scout this time round. He is in mid, I believe, trying to get a pick on short with that. But again, OverGaming playing passive. They know they could be up against a buy here of Wolves. It's pretty common to go for a full-in buy second round as CT if you lose it. And it's going to be Pimp who will be holding a tight angle here. He sees the grenade, I believe that was, go out as Cajun B had to fall back. And the CZ at close range. Grenade's going to tag Cajun B down again, but Musambani checking all of his angles as he's even going to be able to look into pit there. And Cajun B's had to fall all the way back. They're going for the boost onto site. They've got on. The smoke does come out as Musambani trying to attack this site. It's Glaive who is on there with the scout. It's not going to be that effective as they start to get closer, but OverGaming, they had the A site more or less. They could have easily pushed in there, but they don't want it. They want to go towards short now. They must have heard Nico running away. Really nice play from him. Made it look like he was going on to short. As there we go. Kyrie doesn't think he needs to look there. They do pick up 2 frags there, and it's just Glaive and Cajun B left. Cajun B picks up 1 onto Musambani, but Glaive still with this scout. He is down, not down long. He went back to mid. As Glaive picks that one up from CT area. It's 1 versus 2 now. He's just going to maybe save this scout, try and get an exit onto crossover. OverGaming have no real need to show here.
Another round to them. He might just get a jump shot though. This could be very nice to do some economic damage. Going for those peaks, not quite revealing themselves. Oh, oh! He's noticed it there. He gets it, and Glaive. I am losing it, man. I've been casting for too long, but Glaive is going to get the shot there, and that is going to be great, as it is going to keep the money low a little bit, especially building into round number 4 when they will eventually be able to actually buy.
Definitely so. That will be their round of choice for the buy-in. Cajun B went for a CZ first round, gone for a deagle this time. Going to see if he can get any sweet 1 deags down long. But don't expect anything too rash from the Spaniards. And Kyrie, he did drop last round, so he's only gone for a CZ, making sure that he can go for that AWP when Copenhagen Wolves could potentially have one as well. Because obviously they're on an eco here, they're going to get some bankroll in. As again, Copenhagen Wolves, you'll see them jumping around a lot on this CT side. OverGaming, again, won't show anything, so Copenhagen Wolves might get a bit impatient, have to keep checking around, keep themselves on point mentally, because if you're just standing there looking at an angle for too long, you just become a bit stale, and your mind may wander a bit. Carrigan, there we go, we see him twitch. Everyone just standing still, holding their positions as the bomb has been dropped. So OverGaming still trying to expose a weakness here.
Okay, Carrigan is going to do the dance with Lowell there, over in mid. Lowell with a significant advantage, to say the least, with the AK-47. So this is a position that should be gained quite easily by OverGaming. They do make the kills, but wow, the deagle coming in from Cajun B at range. It's like Glaive going to go down as well. Do you have Cajun B just making his way across from short now, it seems, or just maybe going for the drop? No, just going to go for short. He's got Pimp left alive. Apparently not. Cajun B now is going to make his way in, and he will also fall to OverGaming. So now they get to go for their buy, and of course, this is something they've been waiting quite a while for. It may feel like an eternity, but they can't necessarily purchase an AWP unless they go without armor. Just like Glaive is going to go for that choice, and I think that's a very, very smart one. I would also have taken that choice and see if he's able to pick anything up with this.
No, just wants to skip straight past. You see Kyrie going for the AWP this time round. It was dropped by Flippin, so good economic management there from OverGaming. Has Glaive now just trying to hold these B tunnels by himself. Does have the, obviously, damage advantage, range advantage, scope advantage that this AWP has, while he trusts Carrigan to hold this mid area with this smoke, jumping around, trying to get an early peek.
You will see something get tossed in there. So they know that there is position being worked by OverGaming, and they are playing incredibly passively right now, not trying to open themselves up to any picks at all. Cajun B from below. He is going to be with Nico, who's also on long. So very long base defense from Copenhagen Wolves. No one on the side at all, as OverGaming take it very slow. And I like how Copenhagen Wolves are approaching the slow plays of OverGaming. And here come the nades now. You can see in this position quite how naded up they are. Just nades everywhere right now. Smoke filling the entire map as Nico tries to defend with the M4. We'll have to see now if they're able to push him, but they are just being a bit slow. They're going back for the B. This is very elaborate, but will it work?
Kyrie was the one who did have the bomb in tunnels. It was a good idea to try and get this B split in. Just the B split combined with the A fake, as it's going to be Flippin who does all the damage on this A site. It's him, Alex Musambani left. The bomb gets thrown across as Alex tries to punish the rotation, but gets punished himself for being so exposed as Flippin. He's already got 2 kills this round. There are 2 more left on the map for him. He turns around, not able to find the frag onto Pimp. As Copenhagen Wolves get their first round on the board. It was a flamboyant strategy, to say the least, from OverGaming.
I really like it, actually. That's quite pretty awesome. I mean, they were stuck. They were stuck on the rotation for ages, but they couldn't quite hold. It seems. I mean, I guess that AWP being in the B area, that was really where things got tricky. And then I think it was Glaive did a huge amount of damage with that.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to use Kyrie there to catch Glaive as he rotated out of the back of B site towards A, but it didn't work like that. Glaive held it. He didn't want to push too early and was able to drop Kyrie, and that made OverGaming panic a little bit, as we're seeing the nades coming over long.
Once again, we have Pimp right now in the corner, ready for this long defense. The Molotov goes down to slow the movement of OverGaming. They are all going to make their move in anyway after the Molotov does expire. So you have Pimp around the corner. So ready is Pimp for a push. OverGaming would do well to remove Pimp from this position. And Pimp going to get flashed out for an angle. Going to look to the blue container. There is the peek from Alex, and he does get the shot. And now OverGaming making their way up short at the moment, so we're going to have a big defense coming in from Copenhagen Wolves on this A site, but the firepower is all on OverGaming's side right now. Looks like, wow, Cajun B gets down and dirty with the CZ, does take it 1 frag with that. It's a 3-on-4 situation, though, as OverGaming flood into the bomb site, and we do have Glaive coming up from the side. Oh, that shot from Kyrie. Very good stuff, and Nico, this is sure to be a frag right now. There it is.
Yeah, Nico now just going to save this AWP. He's going to try and get exits. I'm pretty sure he spotted one, but he's going to have to get into a duel with Kyrie. Misses that shot onto Musambani there. Gets a really nice flick there. He must have heard flipping coming from behind. He's going to smoke himself out so that he only has this tight angle. But the T's, they're just running. They know they've got the round. They know exactly where Nico is. Don't want to give any more away than needed. As OverGaming get around on the board, and Copenhagen Wolves going to have to eco this one. They could go for a force buy to come alongside Nico with the CZs and armors, but nothing coming in just yet. Just the plain old CZ to even out the money.
Let's have a look, see what Nico's going to install. Okay, the flash to AWP peek.
Oh!
Beautifully done. Amazing execution from Nico as we have the long push coming in. And they may just decide to leave a man in long, and that might be the ideal play for them, as they are up against a lot of firepower here. They have Nico up on the site. They are smoking it off a little bit, but 3 players there for Copenhagen Wolves. And again, they are going to fall back. They don't leave anybody there, it seems. But they did clear Copenhagen Wolves out of that position. And looks like they're going to rotate all the way around, but look at this Carrigan. He's going to already spot one. He's going to duck behind. Was Carrigan even spotted there, I wonder? Look at this, aggressively going forwards. Carrigan barely able to bunny hop out of the way. Showing the moves right there. Good stuff from Carrigan. As OverGaming are now in a position between 2 sites. And by forcing everyone onto the A side itself, it kind of made the A split a bit awkward, actually. And the B split, we can see that the players were playing in a forward manner. So now OverGaming, they have to wait a lot of time just to make sure that Copenhagen will fall back to some default positions before they go anywhere.
Yeah, make sure that they do reset as we're seeing it. It's 3 towards A, 2 towards B. They're still playing Pimp up towards Car, so if they were coming from long, they'd have a problem, but luckily for them, they're not. And Copenhagen Wolves, they're really playing a good style of play against OverGaming here, as they're going to enter this B bomb site. There are 2 members here. Lau picks up one onto Carrigan, getting the second onto Glaive. The silent M4 is the deadliest, as Flip It now gets 2 headshots there. And it's Nico left once again. Got to save this again, but as I was saying, Copenhagen Wolves have more or less a really strong playstyle to counter this OverGaming. We saw 2 members push out of B tunnels. They knew OverGaming were going to be playing really safe, really far back, so if they weren't outside of B, they were most likely going to be T-spawn / A. And it's where they were. Carrigan saw them and then fell back straight away. And if you can limit the amount of space that OverGaming have to play with, it really does hurt them, as Nico gets a second. Is he going to get the third? Misses that one. Gets taken down by Lau. Is he going to get the AWP in time? Yes. Yes. So that's an AWP straight onto Kyrie.
And of course, low money here, but they are going to force it up. And we can definitely see that pretty good times being had by OverGaming so far. It's like Flippin doing a lot of damage there on the scoreboard. But OverGaming, once again, we can only expect what OverGaming have shown us in countless matches. And in the rounds preceding this, a slow pace to their game. And Pimp is positioned to actually move through the longhouse in time, and also is positioned in a way that he can get pop flashed over. But they are just playing tight here to long. And OverGaming, we can see them, they are not doing much of anything at the moment, just holding some basic positions in middle. Alex readying up with the smoke there. Smoke going over towards the B side of middle. And this is going to stop them from being able to actually see who is going into mid, if anybody at all, as OverGaming start to take control of the information in the round. But Copenhagen Wolves, they are playing very passively, and they are holding their ground.
Definitely are. OverGaming, though, as they go into one of these sites, they're going to have the power advantage and the man advantage. If they go for this B again, they're going to go for the B split. They come in. Nico and Carrigan being able to hold this thus far, but Carrigan does get dropped. So it's just Nico left on this site. He does have a scout. He's been forced out of double doors, where he'll wait for Cajun Beat to join him in the retake. But the B bomb site, it's so hard to retake, especially when you have Musambani trying to cut off the rotation. That one not working out as planned. It's Alex and Lau left. There are only so many places the CTs can come from. Alex has eyes on door. Spots one, gets taken down by Nico. And is this force fire going to work for Copenhagen Wolves? Yes, it will, as they're going to get the defuse here Really solid play from them. You didn't think it was going to happen, but Carrigan and Nico getting the 2 kills to start things off in that B bomb site definitely paid off.
Yeah, I mean, OverGaming's a very slow style, can have a lot of tricks that they can throw you for with the change of pace, forcing you into situations where you feel like I really need to get some information right now. I really need to make that aggressive play. This is something that they are very good at capitalizing on. But we're going to see a great boost here on the AWP of Nico, just to see lower dark. Love that. Don't see that enough. And they are going to fall back after the timing has expired, just to keep themselves safe. As we see OverGaming expand into mid and then contract back out of mid once again, keeping Copenhagen Wolves separated. But Copenhagen Wolves are playing together right now. They have a really good team play setups on both sides, so they shouldn't get picked off without refrag opportunities. The only person really alone is Cajun B, but there is smoke to cover him so far, as OverGaming do ready themselves for anything at this point. They have both options to play for. B and A splits are both completely viable options for them. Perhaps the B split would be the best right now, but we'll see. So they didn't recently have much success there.
The position of the bomb kind of seems to make it look like they're going to go for this flamboyant B play that we saw before, with Kyrie sitting in tunnels. And the play is going to go up A short. The smokes and flashes come in. They're going to do the same thing, just without actually pushing up short this time. That's Glaive. He's read this perfectly. He will get tagged, however, as he's going to push out of doors. Perfect pop flash coming in from his teammate as he rotates back round, and Carrigan playing this one very well. Really good angle for him. Has to switch to his USP. Is he going to get the knife? He does! When you run out of ammo in your AK, switch to your pistol. When you run out of ammo in that, knife. And it worked. But a really great read there from Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool strategy. I mean, the idea is that it isolates the 2 players away from help for a very long time. And both times it's actually worked in that way. It's actually worked in that way, but they haven't been able to actually kill the players on the site either time, which is perhaps what they should be working on, the entries. But that's the thing. Copenhagen Wolves are playing this 2B, 3A setup in this way that is very good against OverGaming. Because imagine if they played a guy on middle and had one guy doing B alone. Then things get really tricky because the guys get isolated very quickly. They're in this like 1 versus 2 or 3 or 4 even, getting flashed and stuff. But by keeping themselves in the site so far, it's been working out very well for them. And OverGaming, against any other setup, might find more success. We'll have to see now, after their eco, whether they start to switch things up.
Yep. They take control of mid by either using a player from CT or rotating one of those players down to hold an angle, as we see Cajun B there, as I said, holding mid from CT. They're not really playing a dedicated mid player, not even when they have the AWP. We saw earlier Nico got the quick pick and then went towards the A side. So OverGaming, they're free to push mid and have control, but as soon as they step out of those doors, if they don't have the smokes or the flashbangs, that's when they get punished for it.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether or not this is either just a stylistic choice that Copenhagen will enjoy this strategy more often as the CTs, or whether or not it's actually, as we see Cajun B actually push her aggressively. Ooh, takes down one, gets the second very quickly, goes for the triple, but he won't find that. Yeah, I wonder if it's either them studying up on OverGaming or if it's just the fact that they just enjoy playing this way. I don't know which one it is just yet. They are very good at these passive styles. Copenhagen Wolves do have a propensity to play more passively, so it could very well be that is the case. But they do have also good potential for double AWP setups with Glaive and Nico picking up the AWPs. So we'll have to see now how things go. OverGaming down 3 players, or down 2-3 players, and they now have to decide where to hit, and they have to hit it together, or at the very least 2-1 split.
That smoke from Glaive's giving him time to push out here, but it's a bit of a fake coming in from OverGaming as they're going to push A short. Pimp spots this. Flashbangs go out. He's going to get taken down by Kyrie, but Kyrie will get dropped by Nico playing from long with this AWP. The bomb goes down, so OverGaming have some money guaranteed next round. That flashbang is going to go out. Nico forced to pop a shot off and fall back. Does drop Musambani, and it's now just flipping left. He's had a really good game so far. He's picked up a couple of 2Ks. And there we go. Carrigan will be the man to finish him off. The defuse will come in, and that really is the power of the short plant. OverGaming, Nico was down long. He had full control of that. He could have, a few patches ago, that bomb wouldn't have been down because Nico would have been able to get the pick, but because of this new bomb plant, OverGaming able to get the 800 in, and it means they can buy, otherwise they'd have to be on an eco this round.
And we do see the scar now from Carrigan, and it is currently a mystery where he's going to play that. Ooh, not quite connecting with the body there, but Nico definitely looking still for a man to be so foolish as to challenge him from suicide. He sees the nade go over. Oh, and he gets the head! Oh, sickening shot there onto Kyrie. Nico. And now they start with a one-man advantage, and an OverGaming who do like to play it slow, but that's never a good way to have your round start. We'll have to see what they're able to put together now. Are they just going to hit B? Is that what's going to happen?
Looks like it, but they're going to be running into the auto sniper of Carrigan if they do. Carrigan spots one, spots two, only has one, gets the second there. It took him a while to finish off Musambani. But now, there were four. There's now two left, Flippin and Lau. As they don't really know what to do. Gonna chuck decoy out, and again, they're pretty undecided. Looks like A, but they get denied again.
Well, I'm probably going to wait for this and just try to get the frags. That's all they can really try to do. Do something spectacular. That's how you save a situation like this. Be clutch. They're going to get dropped initially by Nico. You see a nice little frag coming out from Lowell though. And going to get caught from short as well. Very well handled around by Copenhagen Wolves, systematically shutting down every avenue of approach for OverGaming, as they did also lose a player incredibly early thanks to the AWPing abilities of Nico. And they're probably going to read, unless the bomb goes down, there is likely not to be an AWP on OverGaming in the future rounds. So they're going to start being able to actually take aggressive plays up middle if they want, because no one should be peeking them on middles. This will be like a dynamic that Copenhagen Wolves can abuse next round if they think that there is no AWP on OverGaming. But we'll have to see how the money works out exactly.
As OverGaming again, even with pistols, they're going to play it slow. They get tagged up. There we go, Glaive finishing him off through the doors. As now they're going to decide to push towards short. P250's in hand. Cajun be in a great position to try and stop this though. Three men come across. One drops down. Kyrie will get dropped. A second falls. It will be Lau who will actually fall to his death as Nico switches to his CZ75 to use the short range to his advantage, and there we go. Copenhagen Wolves get a relatively easy round on the board. They were up against an eco, but now we're seeing Kyrie pick up this AWP. He has armor, he has grenades as well. So mid control is going to be up for a challenge here, but going to go for a quick peek towards B, it seems, try and drop this auto sniper of Carrigan, I assume.
Yeah, this is a really nice idea. He doesn't have the best timing, but he's going to go for it anyway. Going to see right now if he's able to pick it up, and boom, there it is. Gets the kill onto Carrigan, and I do like that instead of going for the AWP duel, and that's going to allow them to have a softened up B defense to go into later. So now they could try to expand into one of their B rounds. They have quite a lot in their sack of tricks, so we'll have to see if that comes out once they try to eliminate the possibility of CTs on short, create threats towards the A side before finally deciding themselves whether or not to go to A or B. And so far we see that this is the man alone on B, very alone, but there could be action here on long very soon.
It has to turn away from the flashbang, still ready and waiting for Musambani to push through. Musambani doesn't know what he wants to do just yet. So like Alex needs to peek round and get this frag first, and there we go. He will go round, gets the headshot, it allows Musambani safe passage through. But Nico will drop Lau in the midst of that as Glaive, sorry. So used to seeing that auto sniper on Carrigan. In fact, he's going to switch it out for an M4. That's an interesting one. You don't really switch that out if you're actually going to go for these exit frags, or maybe even try for the retake.
Yeah, he's just going to go for it. I mean, look at their money. This is more or less the reason. It's only a couple rounds left, so he wants to get some exit frags in there. I mean, if we look at their money is really bad at the moment. So if he can do some damage, get some frags, be the hero, then he can definitely have an impact on the future rounds. Going to be continuing onwards towards long, as he knows there must be players around here. Here he goes, out with the knife, and not quite able to switch in time. So Clave only going to pick up 1 kill, and that reinvestment in the Scar is apparently the choice for Carrigan. And this is quite amazing that Copenhagen Wolves have created this situation where they got actually like economic momentum and economic control, because it started out pretty shaky.
There's only 2 rounds left as well, so they should be, in theory, able to buy for both of those rounds, especially when Nico drops Kyrie. So that's the AWP threat down already for OverGaming, as it's 4 members left now, and Nico going to try and take some control of this mid. Smoke goes out, so OverGaming can have free passage onto short area. The nades are going to come in, not do anything though. As Glaive fires a few bullets again, not going to do anything. Now are OverGaming actually going to commit to an A play? Seems like they are, as they trade 1 for 1. Nico with yet another. He's on 3 right now. There are 2 members left. Is he going to get the 5k? Misses that shot. Throws the flashbang out. Smoke come in. He is a little bit white. Going to have to turn away from this one. I'm not sure. He must have heard that bomb go down now. Musambani, who will most likely be the one to peek. He is holding short as well, however. He gets flashed up. The nades coming in as well, as Imp does pick flipping up, and there we go. Musambani will drop to the auto sniper of Carrigan. The fire will not stop the defuse, and Copenhagen Wolves, they're guaranteed to win this half. It's just, is it going to be by 1 round or is it going to be by 3?
Alright, so Scar still in play. Nico with the AWP still. Nico's been beasting it with the AWP. Look at that. It's beast mode engaged. And I'm going to see him going for the long aggression with the AWP now. And this is going to be good. Actually, maybe the boost that they did prior. You can see Occasion B doing the boost here. There it is. And you can see that lovely angle as we jump back into the perspective. And he might just get it right now. Are they going to actually peek him before they lose? Oh, the flash. They know the tricks of the trade. Oh my goodness. I can't believe they actually flashed for that. Very nice stuff there. Flash short. And the pick from Kyrie. Already losing 2 members. Things getting a little bit strange here. And Glaive trying to push. And it looks like OverGaming now can explode their way towards B. But they do have Cage and B. Could just drop the bomb carrier, which would be a big deal. But he can't quite do it. Carrigan left alone with the Scar. Picks up a kill on Lowell already. Is making his way towards middle. Going to spot a bunch of players. But it will be Kyrie to take him out. And 8-7 will be the half score. So good recovery by Copenhagen Wolves, and OverGaming, I think they got, what was it, like 5 rounds straight away? Something close to that.
I feel like this halftime score's definitely one which both teams will be happy with. It's definitely a fair one as well. Both teams have had really great moments that you could easily highlight, like just OverGaming's all-round style, getting the momentum to start things off. Copenhagen Wolves going for that auto sniper, not being phased by some of OverGaming's tactics, like Glaive playing patient on that B site earlier. It's just been really, really good to see both teams play relatively well considering Copenhagen Wolves' recent form and being able to hold OverGaming, who have recently come off the back of a few good wins. As this pistol round.
A few good wins, 16-3 against Virtus Pro and Cash. Was it 16-3 or 16-6? Something like that.
It was 1 or 2 good wins.
It was pretty pretty brutal.
Yeah, it was very unlike VP.
Brutalizing the Poles.
Yep. And also on Dust 2, a map which OverGaming aren't exactly favourable for. They much prefer something like Nuke or Inferno, they're godlike on, or Mirage, but Dust 2, you don't really see them on it that often.
Copenhagen Wolves here trying to do the OverGaming, but finally they are going to settle to a mid push. And as the smoke goes down on CT, we have a player actually moving in the back actually. It was Lowell, but he is going to get stopped surely by Cajun B. They do take the bomb site, and Cajun B still in a good position here. He's got 2 players right in front of him lining up. There's the triple! One after another, falling like dominoes, and Cajun B has himself a party over by CT spawn.
Definitely crucial in that, holding the angle, using the smoke to his full advantage, able to pick up the triple at the end there. And we're seeing Carrigan go for an MP7 here. We've seen quite a few interesting buys. We saw the other day, can't remember what team it was, it might have been A Gaming, used the Mac 10 on the second round, I think. And now we're seeing a Scout on a second round buy as well. Interesting strategy coming out from Copenhagen Wolves. They're just going to rush in. use Carrigan as bait, as he does only have a MP7, so they're happy for him to lose it. But these pistol kills coming in thick and fast, as it's now 4 versus 3, still in favour of OverGaming. 2 left now for Copenhagen Wolves. They have control of the bomb as well. It's just Glaive and Nico left. Tries the best to spray it down. Glaive gets 1. He's going to have to fall back, in a really solid hold there from OverGaming using their P250s. I feel like Copenhagen Wolves' buy could have been a bit more effective. The scout seemed useless in that situation. The MP7 could have been a bit better as well. I think Galil's would have just been more effective all round.
Yeah, B-site definitely quite an awkward affair with all those pistols around and about. And we'll have to see now if Copenhagen Wolves can do a recovery. I mean, a recovery could come in the form of severe economic damage, take down 3 or 4 players. Already losing Cage and B and Glaive, a lot of Glaive's health rather, to a single HE. So we'll have to see now what they're able to do. They do force them back away from long. But again, this doesn't help them too much now, because they can't exactly get up over the crossover with no smoke. It's just, long doesn't help them right now. You can see the bomb actually going for the fake. So this is certainly an interesting choice here from Copenhagen Wolves, but they feel desperate. So this is a desperate option. And they're going to make their way up long now and hope to draw a rotation. We do see Carrigan, the first man here in the rush. Can he find anything exactly? So he's going to go down low to make some key kills. Bomb dropped over in B as it made its way over, and the round does end. OverGaming 9-9 already with a very good start to their CT half. The start that Copenhagen Wolves just did not have. Yeah,
we saw OverGaming in the first half after they won the pistol round. They went 5-0 up, I believe it was, and then 5-1. Whereas this time around, they went 1 down. And now they've won 2 in a row. Probably going to get a 3rd here as well, because they are up against Nico. Kyrie going for this AWP, just being cautious. Definitely doesn't want to lose this gun. It could swing it right back in the Wolves' favour. It definitely help their economies. As Musambani goes for a quick peek here. Pretty aggressive play as well. Kyrie surely going to catch him off. The flash comes in, really perfectly timed from Copenhagen Wolves, as Kyrie's forced back away from this one.
And they do have Kyrie below. Lowell on the bomb side itself. Look at that fire can do much damage. And goes to flash as well. Out from the smoke, arises Lowell, just spraying him down, and they can't get that plant down. There is still Cage and B in amongst the smoke. Lowell knows he's there somewhere, but he can't quite see exactly where he is. And there he finally emerges from the smoke, and Lowell will find the kill. So there is the 10th round for OverGaming. 10-9 the score, as we do have the AWP picked up by Nico, and also picked up by them is now the hope to win a round.
Yep, now we'll be seeing, is Nico going to go for this battle in mid with Kari? It looks like he is. He misses that first shot there. Can't see anything through the smoke, as we now get Kyrie's view. He also can't see anything. He knows there's someone up there because he can see bullets coming through. Going to get flashed and most likely going to fall back, as Musambani gets caught out by Carrigan, who went aggressive down mid. Copenhagen Wolves have the man advantage. Kyrie flashed again here, surely forced away from this. Yep, as the smoke does come out. That nade's going to come in, flipping. Going to be the man to hold. He'll only be able to get 1 now, as Glaive trying to stop any rotation coming through CT, and the T side has complete control of this B site. It's going to be the retake on for OverGaming.
Yeah, we can see they're completely stuck behind the smoke there. And it's going to be ages till the rotation actually happens, so they just have to chill and go for the saves. There's just really no other option here, so you can just see them running amok, running amok on the A-long area. And if we just take stock of the situation, obviously this is going to help the bank massively if Copenhagen Wolves. They're going to be on quite a lot more money, and certainly I'm going to be looking forward to seeing how the AWP dynamics work out, because Kyrie does seem, both Kyrie and Nico seem very up for these AWP battles on mid, and this can often be, result in someone being very sad.
Yeah, we saw it there. In fact, OverGaming were toying with 2 or 3 players jumping back and forth across mid, trying to bait Nico out there so that Kyrie could have more or less a free pick. Didn't work out that way, unfortunately, as Nico has a great spawn for this. He's got the jump ready, legs flipping. So that's a big loss already for OverGaming. Flipping going to be very, very squishy over towards this B site, as Kyrie's gone for an aggressive push. Misses that shot, unfortunately. That nade's going to go down. It should tag up Glaive. Does 3 whole points of damage.
So this was actually really smart. As soon as mid was smoked up after Kari took the shot, they boosted him immediately on shot and replaced his position with a rifler. So I really like that. And now this is the perfect spot for an AWPer because he can spot and drop down after taking a shot, whether he hits or misses. So it's really like to copy, take this with you and play this with your team, whoever's watching, because that is very standard stuff, but it's very strong.
It really is. Apart from right now, nothing is coming his way. Copenhagen also looking like they want to go for this, and there we go. We see the frag come out. In fact, he's going to drop down and even back it up with some fire to help him out. So that was a strong play, made even stronger, as Glaive was the only one allowed to come into that A site. He'll get taken down straight away. It's just Nico, Pimp, and that's Cajun B left. As the bomb's made its way through mid. It seems like it was an A push into a B split, potentially. As Pimp, he's going to come out on this site. Must have been heard. There we go. Musambani playing tight from Car. Cajun B, last man standing after Nico was dropped. He's going to be in tunnels. Gets one. Still 3 left to go. Kyrie misses the shot. He knows he's there. Gets the headshot. 1 versus 3 now. Knows that Lau's there. Is it going to be 1 versus 2? Yes, it will be. Are we going to see a 5k coming out from Cajun B? Flipping. Still very low time, though. Definitely isn't on his side. Strong individual play, though, coming out from Cajun B at the end there to even pick off Kyrie, who did have the AWP.
What I liked was the frag on the AWPer. He missed the first shot and then ran across. You can see that Cajun B already in his mind saw how it was going to go. Like, he saw the way that he would run, and he slightly altered his position so he'd have like the better chance to react to that angle. So that was like, really, really smart, and always appreciate strong tactical plays like that for shots. And Copenhagen Wolves 10-11 against OverGaming, who have so far been putting on quite a performance. Kyrie in the last round, very, very good stuff. And I haven't seen people, I don't think I've seen anyone use this before, have you?
No, it doesn't look familiar.
I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked.
A boost that we didn't know about.
I've never seen this boost before, and this is pretty sick with the smoke down there. That is amazing. That's immense. Either way, we're going to distract ourselves from Kyrie for a moment, as we do see Carrigan making his way up short. They have short now. They have short, and they have dark. They have everything. All they need to do at the moment is assess the positions of OverGaming and figure out where they want to go. Is it A or B? The options for the B split and the A split are both viable, but it just depends on what they've seen, because we can't know that for sure.
Kyrie still being very patient down this long area, though. If Copenhagen Wolves do commit to this A site, which it looks like they're going to, then Kyrie can just drop and play defensive from pit and pick up frags that way. As 2 members drop, there we go, Kyrie picking up the frag onto Carrigan. As in fact, I think he's pretty far pushed up. He will get taken down because of it. Nico had the better angle. Cajun B powering through these mid doors, picks up one, not able to find the second in quick succession as Flippin finishes him off. 2 versus 3, the retake definitely possible here for OverGaming. But Musambani's angle, definitely not the best. Now it's just him. 1 versus 3, most likely going to fall back, try and get any exits here. You won't find just yet, unless anyone drops down in front of him or goes towards mid. He might pick one there. Misses both of those. It was interesting they didn't even try and pull the trigger on either of those shots there.
Although he will save his rifle, and they'll have more than enough to go for the buy. I mean, they kind of have to go for the buy, even though a couple of them will be on a bit awkward positions. I mean, Kyrie not with a... Okay, no, they did actually manage to get Kyrie a weapon, so... Okay, good enough buy there from them, just all M4s. And arguably one of the reasons why M4s are so strong, especially on maps like this, because of the cheap buy. But Lowell gets himself in dark, in amongst the smoke, and Carrigan does not spot that in time. Lowell opening up very strong plays here, falls back. His team now pushing in upper dark. This could be very dangerous here for Pimp, who's watching for this, executes Musambani. There is one more, though. Flippin in this position, and of course you can see Pimp slowly moving in, but Flippin knows that he's coming. There's a shot. Flippin takes one frag. Glaive doing the dance with Flippin. Flippin going to use the opportunity to get out of there, though, after coming up good with a frag. One more frag going the way of Copenhagen Wolves as Alex appears on the flank. He will find himself one, but he's in another duel situation as Flippin and Alex are all that remains. All that stands between a plant or a round for OverGaming. And we do have 40 seconds left, and it looks like Nico and Glaive are pretty happy to play with this.
Yep, definitely so. It was actually quite a smart play there from Pim. Pim B tunnels. He didn't execute it perfectly, but he knew that Musambani wouldn't be pushing so far into dark by himself. He knew that there was a second there, and it wasn't him that was able to get the kill, but he called a teammate along. He was checking all the angles as he went in because he knew there'd be a second one there, and they ended up trading 1 for 1 in total. As now Glaive coming into this site, flipping flashes. As they come in, gets one, not able to get the second. It's 1 versus 1. Alex versus Nico.
Oh!
Time ran out.
Oh, so close!
Time.
Oh my god, that was ridiculously close. That was milliseconds. It was a mere milliseconds, that was. And OverGaming gonna have themselves another round, and I can't believe it. Alright, so Nico's on an AWP. He could create an opportunity here for his team, but if we look at the buy from OverGaming, look at that. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible buy. This is a moment, a round which means 2 for either side, and a round that could instill economic stability into the team that is able to win. But the problem is, for Copenhagen Wolves, all they have to work with is just this AWP. Nico has all the nades as well. So Nico, it's all on you, my friend. And it looks like they're going to fall back behind the smoke, unable to make the pick.
It was really big there if Nico had made that pick, using the only gun they have to its best advantage there. Would have given them a man advantage too, as he's now slow walking into this A site. Kyrie well hidden. Got the good angle too. Waiting for Copenhagen Wolves to push further up. That nade going to bounce across, only does 2 damage. The flashbang going to come in. The counter nade. That hit 4 players, followed by the fire. Carrigan down to 4 HP now. Really solid individual play from Kyrie, I guess. Just using 2 consumables just all to himself.
OverGaming are disappearing. They're so good at not facing right now. They are denying so many pick opportunities. And there's Glaive picking up that AWP. And Pimp going to go into the B bomb site. They're trying to do what they can right now. Glaive with a quick kill. Definitely a man that can work this ult, but not an opportunity to really do much with it. Just gets 1 kill. And OverGaming are looking like they can potentially actually take this game now. They are quite far ahead. We're going to see they're 2 rounds ahead. They have a buy coming in, and once again, this is really looking like one of the last opportunities Copenhagen Wolves will have. And look at that, Nico capitalizes. Musambani gets dropped with the AWP on mid, and Nico bringing them back in the game with the chance.
Definitely so. 5 versus 4 now in favor of the T's. They're going for a quick push here, mid to B. It is Kyrie, I believe, Flippin, who was all alone. He will get taken down, as now it's just the 3 members left. Alex, Kyrie and Lau. It looks like they just want to save these guns. They're happy to give up the 13-12 so long as they can keep their weapons.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a really awkward position for them. They absolutely need to just force it up next round with these weapons. OverGaming going to be down around forced to Nico otherwise if they lose these weapons, I think. So it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. But they're going to be playing from behind, and OverGaming is so close to winning the match. I mean, if they are in an eco situation, they're basically just going to be unable to win the game, draw at best. So playing for the win are OverGaming. Sorry, our Copenhagen Wolves. And OverGaming. Obviously.
So yeah. They're gonna buy up to go along with the saved weapons here. Kyrie has got the AWP that he dropped. So OverGaming still have guns. If they lose this one, that's when it starts to get a little bit ugly for them. Then they'd have to eco, and then it'd be 14-13 more or less. They need to win this round. Musambani is going to be the one to be checking upper dark. Pimp, however, waiting patiently. He heard the flashbang come in. He must have heard that Musambani was so close up. Kyrie dropping from this boost spot.
And he could have had a frag there as well, and he remained in there. And looks like they're not going to try it again, which is smart. So leaving Alex on the position. So we'll need to see now if Alex is able to create an opportunity here, or if Copenhagen Wolves will find themselves with a fortuitous pick on the A long area, as we have Alex waiting very patiently. And the A split is the order of the day here from Copenhagen Wolves. That's what they're setting up right now. The bomb actually moving as the first man for Copenhagen Wolves. OverGaming's Alex, though, will take down 2 frags over it long, locking it down, enabling Kyrie to have full attention on the short right now as they appear. Boom, there's the first kill. Carrigan goes down. There go the grenades. And Kyrie going to fall back, wait for the players on short. Doesn't want to get caught alone. That's so smart. And we're going to have Nico and Glaive diving through the smoke here, losing half of his health to the Molotov. And there comes the short plant. Great shot from Nico. They have to take short back if they want to hold this. More fire raining down on the site. Nico gets dropped. And that is a really smart round, a really well-executed round. OverGaming. Damn, they are coming out with some serious results recently.
They really are. They've been a team that have always been able, they've had the potential to beat top teams, and we saw them demolish Virtus Pro, and it was always the even games where they'd kind of falter and not play their best. In a game like where they'd play someone like Copenhagen Wolves, MyXMG, just lower ranked teams that they should be alongside. And we've seen a very good game come out here, 14-12. 1 round off securing the match point. And if we just take a look at the scoreboard quickly. How much Copenhagen will lose this, then they're going to be force buying for the match point. A few shotguns will have to come out, I assume. So this is a big round for Copenhagen Wolves. They're pre-firing, but Kyrie does drop Carrigan. Nades coming in. The fire's going to stop the short push. Kyrie going to fall back towards Car and play from this angle instead.
So they're going to use Nico once again as the fist of Copenhagen Wolves, punching through areas otherwise inaccessible to them. Looks like a middle is so far so good. Does get another smoke down and a flash. Perhaps a bit too deep, that smoke. And Copenhagen Wolves just waiting for a peek from OverGaming, waiting for one single misstep or mistake. But so far they have been holding so strong. There it is, moving in the smoke. Glaive will react there. Cajun B with a pick onto Moose and Barney. Flipper now has to provide. He has to deliver. There is 1 kill. That's all he's going to get. And that might not be enough. We're going to have the retake coming in now from Alex and Kyrie. Alex straight on in. Doesn't want to waste time. Does quickly back away though, as serious damage has been done. And OverGaming going to actually retreat now and save these weapons and see what they can scrap together on the following round.
They can definitely get a buyout because these 2 players will be able to drop. We've got Kyrie still with the AWP. Lau can definitely buy. Flippin can most likely buy, so it'll only be Kyrie having to drop Musambani. So they should be able to get a pretty comfortable buyout. As we may see a few drops coming in for Wolves just to make sure they can get a full buy-in onto Pimp and Carrigan, including grenades. And there we go. Yeah, everything's come together as expected, but again, a very close score, 14-13 in favour of OverGaming. And are we going to see 30 rounds? We potentially saw 30 rounds in the Virtus Pro game just before this one. Flashbangs raining in straight down mid, going through the smoke. Cajun B not really caring what's the other side, a little bit careless as he drops down to 64 HP. And definitely not a good way to start the round.
Flippin is just waiting patiently once again. Copenhagen Wolves are taking their time now that they've gained some amount of map control. The smoke is still down in mid, so Nico is still fairly safe on this angle, looking for some picks. But OverGaming now settling for a similar setup that we saw Copenhagen Wolves running. Just giving up mids, having a guy peeking in from B. Glaive will get himself up onto the Xbox and over towards short. We can see that Lowell is the only guy who's anywhere near short, but obviously it rests on Kyrie to make the defensive shots here from long. And he's more or less alone in this, as they do reinforce the B position with 3 players. If the B split comes in, they're going to be ready to deal with this. Looks like that is exactly what's going to happen. They are falling back towards middle, And we do have Lowell in a good position there. Let's see if he's able to find some frags. We also have Musambani on the site. Musambani with the first kill onto Pimp. In comes Lowell for the assist. And he is going to be able to make a crossfire here. But he goes down immediately. Musambani with number 2. Can he get anything else? Looks like that's not the case. And the site will go to Copenhagen Wolves. The Danish team looking good in this round. As we have Alex and Kyrie left over. And they can go for the save once again, but this keeps happening.
It really does. It's the same 2 players left because they were holding the A site before. But this time I'm not 100% sure if they're going to be able to go for the buy alongside these saved weapons. It's going to be tight. They're giving up 14-14 here. Maximum of 2 rounds left. It's going to be a tight one. Flippin won't be able to buy, I don't think. No. They're going to have to eco alongside this and... Well, do they force it and stop the match point and play for the draw? Looks like they're forcing it. Musambani picking up 1. Kyrie can't really drop anything. Al going for P250. Flippin could go FAMAS. There we go.
The problem is that they can't play aggressively against this setup really because Copenhagen Wolves are taking it so slowly that if they do... Oh, actually, look at this. They're just going to go straight in. They're going to take the aggressive pushes. They're just messing around in mid right now, and Copenhagen Wolves are taking over the bomb site. There is a fast reaction here from OverGaming, but the site is already belonging to the Danes, as they do toss in the grenades, have all the position that they want. The smokes are down, the flashes are out, and the bomb is getting dropped right now. Copenhagen Wolves, they're off the plant now. We do have Carrigan in a very key position to deny the flank from Dark. Are they saving again?
They're playing for the draw.
They're not going to go for it. They're going to play for that draw. And OverGaming, if we look at them on the table right now, I think they're already top 2 in their group.
Yeah.
So they're pretty safe. Even if they... It's actually them getting a draw is fine for them.
Yeah, they'd be pretty happy with it. They've got a pretty tough group as well. Virtus Pro will be lucky to actually make it out. Top 5 go through. There are 7 teams in each group. And right now, Virtus Pro, I think they may have 1 game left and they needed the win. And the last one to secure it, so the draw might not be enough. And if Copenhagen Wolves get a draw or even three points here for the win, then that becomes even more dangerous for Virtus Pro.
Alright, so OverGaming gonna go for that 15-15. Let's see if they can stop the win, stop the W from coming out from the Copenhagen Wolves. As what they've been doing has been working, so I would be very surprised if they were to mix it up all too much. And Nico already getting a kill. That is that does not bode well for the Spaniards as we move forward into the round. And we will see Copenhagen Wolves slowly making their way towards the B side of the map. And there isn't much in the way of defense on B, but actually we do have Musambani coming in with the AWP. I would certainly feel a lot more secure with Musambani in the site with the AWP.
Copenhagen Wolves, they don't want to rush this. They know that if they win this, then they win the match. But if they lose, then they only get 1 point of possible 3. So they're just playing this one safely, pre-firing corners like we saw Carrigan doing there with his AK, turning away the flashbangs that are coming in. And it looks like they want to make a play towards A. As they're going to get ready for the smokes. They may even go for a short plant and then use the time to their advantage. Smokes coming in. Or is it going to be one of these fancy B splits? It looks like... No, they're just going straight for A, as it's going to be Alex to drop. Lau gets a return. Flippin does drop 1. 2 versus 3. They can't save now. Flippin and Musambani, last 2 remaining. Nico going to miss that first AWP shot. Flippin tagged 30 damage by that nade. Is he going to peek? He will and get dropped. And it's all down to Musambani. 1 versus 3. He gets the first there onto Nico. Switches to the M4 that got picked up. And he's going to come in. Not able to finish things off there, and a really, really close game there. Copenhagen